What's up, challengers? Welcome to the gym. My name's Gym Leader Geo, and this is week 3 of season 5 of the GBA. We are going up against Old Man Tup and the Pittsburgh Pirattatas. They are 1-1. They are a conference and division rival. We are 0-2, and we're looking to try and get our first win today. So we're going to turn the music on, even though this is muted, so it's not going to matter. We're going to click Battle Start, and we're going to look at the battle box and see what Old Man Tup is bringing. If you're interested in the team I brought, go ahead and check that out in the locker room video, which should be going up right before this. Let's see. This is literally exactly what I thought he was going to be bringing. He's bringing the... Oh, no, I'm sorry. There's one Pokemon different. I anticipated he was going to bring the Kyurem, but instead of bringing the T-Tar. But he's got a Mega T-Tar, a Thundurus, a Celebi, Jellicent, Arcanine, and Excadrill. So one thing, I'm very happy that he's not bringing the Machamp. That's big. And I'm happy, I guess I'm pretty happy he's not bringing the Kyurem either. This is going to be okay. I have answers to a lot of these. I gotta make sure as early as possible that I know whether that's an offensive or a defensive Arcanine. Looking at this, T-Tar is a potential lead here. Thundurus is a potential lead for the U-turn, or sorry, the Volt Switch. And I've got 42 seconds, so let's see. I think maybe Nado is probably my best lead here, because I can get up my Stealth Rocks early. It forces me to not have to worry too much about his physical offensive threats, of which Nado is kind of the only one, and it will force me to not have to make a switch in, take unnecessary damage, and then get out of there. And I have really good answers to the other 3 Mons, so I'm going to lead with Nado. And I'm just going to click every single other one of these one and confirm. Okay. The battle is beginning. Yeah, really very similar to what I was thinking. I thought maybe he would try and do something a little off by bringing the Tyranitar, but... sorry, the Kyurem instead of the Tyranitar. But he's going to opt to lead with Uzair, which is his Thundurus. So, not a fantastic lead for me. It's very possible he has the HP Ice. So, if he does have it, he would go for it. He could predict my switch and go right away for the Volt Switch, which would net him additional momentum. But that will not do anything to Trip, who is my primary switch into this monster. So... it's going to be good to note this guy's item as soon as possible, so I'm going to have to run a calc and see how much this does. Looking at my options, I'm just going to really quickly calc what kind of damage a Thundurus would do to Hippowdon with Hidden Power. You know what? He might have Grass Knot also. I cannot risk this at all. I gotta go play it safe right now and go straight into Trip. Straight into Trip. And we will see what we have here. He's gonna go for Sub. Don't do that to me. He's gonna go straight for the Grass Knot. Okay, so we know Grass Knot. I'm gonna make note of that. Thundurus is packing Grass Knot. Why is this not working? My notepad. So bad. Okay. Grass Knot on Thundurus. Next. Next. That did so little damage. And I could go straight for the Sludge Bomb. He might be packing Hidden Power Flying. It's really not going to hurt me. Sludge Bomb is my hardest hitting move against this guy. But I think... who would he switch into this? Jellicent could take most moves this guy that I go for here pretty well, but Sludge Bomb will hurt him if he's physically defensive to try and take on that the Entei. It'll hit Celebi super effective. It's going to be neutral for... it's going to be neutral for the for a lot of things. The only thing here that it wouldn't be neutral against is or neutral or super effective against, is the Excadrill. If he does up switch into Excadrill without the Sand Up, we can kind of play around that later. So I am just going to go for the Sludge Bomb here. It is my safest play. He's still thinking, so he's going to try and see maybe... He might just go for the Volt Switch. We see Life Orb on him, which is good to know. He's going to straight up withdraw, so he might not even have Volt Switch. And he's going to go into Epoch, which is his Celebi, and he's going to take a super effective Sludge Bomb here, and that's going to do a little bit less than half. And we see Leftovers. So this could very well be... Let's see, Amoonguss versus Celebi. If this is a specially defensive Celebi, Sludge Bomb would do 33 to 40%, and that looks to be about what it did. So I think it's full HP, full specially defensive. Now, if that's the case, what would a Psychic do? We know it's Leftovers. Psychic's are only going to do 25 to 29% here. He might U-turn. He could U-turn here. I could, there's a couple of things I could do here. If he's going to U-turn on me, then it would give me the opportunity to kind of learn a little bit more about his set right before he goes for the U-turn, and then I could U-turn right after with a choice Scarfed Celebi. If he opts to go for the Psychic, it's not going to hit me for Jack. And if he doubles, then I'm going to immediately be in a revenge kill situation. So Trip's going to come back, he's going to stay in. And we are going to learn this man's set right now. Remix comes in. Imposter. I am the Epoch. And he goes for Baton Pass. Okay, so he's going... So he is a Leftovers Baton Pass set. And I'm about to learn exactly what he has for setup on me. I think Arcanine wouldn't be a bad play for him here. But because I can get my own Baton Pass off, Pork Chop. Pork Chop the Arcanine does come in, and we see Intimidate. So now, if I do get a Baton Pass off with this remix, he is Substitute Swords Dance Baton Pass with Seed Bomb. He has no recovery. He has no recovery at all. So, couple things I could do here. I could go for the Substitute right now and scout to see if he goes for the Willow. That said, because he hasn't seen me hurt yet, so if he sees me go for the sub, he might not predict that I'm Choice Scarfed. He doesn't know that I am or that I am not. So he could go for the Willow here. I think, man, I'm Seed Bomb, so he knows that I can't do anything to him damage-wise. He knows his own set. But I don't know if it's worth it to take 25 on Ditto for no reason. If I think he's going to go Will-O-Wisp, then I should go into Entei. Or into a special attacker like Vaporeon. He could pack... He could very well pack Wild Charge. I'm not 100% sure what the best move is here. I might just go into Hippowdon. No, I'm gonna go for the Substitute here, just to scout it. Just because I don't. If he goes for Willow, then we kind of see he's gonna go for Toxic. So he is actually a Toxic. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Toxic. So, knowing that he's running Toxic, it's pretty safe to assume that he is a defensive Arcanine. So if he is running defensive Arcanine, we know he's Intimidate, not Flash Fire. If he's that, because the reason I'm checking this, and I know this sounds absolutely ridiculous, but Yeah, Flare Blitz is still going to do way too much to Amoonguss. So I can't switch into Amoonguss to eat that. If he's defensive with Toxic, I just don't see how he could possibly slot Wild Charge. He's going to have E-Speed, a Fire Stab, Morning Sun, and Toxic. So without Wild Charge, Vaporeon should actually be pretty safe. I'm just going to verify that Vaporeon, because I have a very specially defensive set on Vaporeon. Assuming that I have no actual defense here, and I am calm. An Extreme Speed is only going to hit for 25. A Flare Blitz is going to hit for less than that. And he's probably going to go for a Fire attack now to try and break that sub. So now is as good a time. Actually, now might be a good time for Entei. But I can't really do much to him. I'm just going to go into Vaporeon. Vaporeon's really safe. I can hit off a Wish, and I can Baton Pass next, or kind of decide where to go from there. He's going to go for Crunch. He has Crunch on Crunch. Not even bad. Who was Crunch for? Who was predicting? Crunch Toxic. Crunch Toxic. Who is that for? Who on my team is he packing the Crunch for? We're gonna do We're gonna double here into Trip, because if he has, he's not gonna anticipate the double, and there's no way he's going for a Fire move here. He's probably going for Toxic. So let's do that. And if he opts to go for Jellicent for a safe switch here, then I'm going to catch him. He is going to withdraw. I'm predicting Jellicent to try and eat the Scald. 50 crisps. That's going to be the Jellicent. Okay. Okay, this is good. This is a good situation. Now, we don't necessarily know what the offensive or defensive set of this 50 crisps is. I have Foul Play, which will hit it super effective. Grass Knot is my highest damage move against it. That said, he could very well switch into his Celebi, and I would really like to hit that thing with a Sludge Bomb. Seeing how much it did last time. Do I think he's just going to immediately switch? I'm going to go for the Sludge Bomb here. I think he's probably going to switch, but if he doesn't, it's still going to hit him pretty hard. He might go for... He's going to go for the Taunt. So I don't think he's figured out that I'm Assault Vest yet, because all I have are attacking moves. So that really did nothing. That did nothing, nothing, nothing. You see the lefties. So he must be... Wow. He must be fully specially defensive, which I completely did not predict, because that Sludge Bomb did... Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess he could... He has no special defense investment. Sludge Bomb would have done 9 to 10. He still has a sliver of damage left, so he could be physically defensive. But, honestly, I'm not... One thing we could do here, Foul Play is a pretty safe move here because it's going to hit Celebi super effective if you want the Celebi switch. It's going to hit the Excadrill really hard if he's going to try and switch in the Excadrill, predicting them and to keep going for Poison on Sludge Bomb. I could switch up to Grass Knot, and that would hit the, that would also hit the Excadrill pretty hard. But not as hard as Foul Play. I think I'm going to go for Foul Play here, predicting the switch into either Celebi, who we know is an or more physically inclined. He's going to go for the Will-O-Wisp. Shoot. So that's actually going to weaken Foul Play by a fair amount. Yeah, and that did nothing to 50 crisps. Okay. Probably should have been going for the burn here. Or, not for the burn, for the poison. So, a little bit of a misplay here, but he really just can't hurt me. He really cannot. Let's go for another Sludge Bomb here, try and get that poison. He might switch here. Let's see, we've seen Willow. And Taunt. On this gentleman, we know Taunt, Willow, probably Recover. And what I can only assume would be Scald. He's gonna go back into Pork Chop. Maybe we can get a poison off on this gentleman. He's gonna get the Intimidate off. And I'm gonna pop off that Sludge Bomb. And it does a respectable amount, but no burn. I think now, so my taunt just wore off, but not like that matters. I can switch out and get all of this burn damage back. Nado is relatively safe, and I could, if he does go for the Toxic here, predicting my switch, I can just bring Zoolander in shortly after and go for a Heal Bell and get rid of it all. I really want my rocks up. I really do. I want those up. I could also switch into Remix, intimidate this Pork Chop, and learn the guy's set, but I really would not like him to get poisoned right now. So I'm just going to switch, you know, yeah, I'm going to switch into Nado and set up rocks. I really don't, he's got a very unique set, and I really do like it, but at the same time, it's just, I'm not sure what he's got here. So I'm predicting the Toxic. He's going to go for the Flare Blitz. Flare Blitz, Toxic, Crunch. And takes a little bit of damage from that. Flare Blitz, Toxic, Crunch. So now we know unequivocally that he does not have Wild Charge, unless he's just completely playing me and he actually is not packing Morning Sun, in which case he's going to get worn down. But now is the time for Stealth Rocks. I need these rocks up ASAP. I really want them up. I really do. He immediately notices that I do not have, I'm not kicking up the weather. So he knows I'm Sand Force. If you guys see any movement in the background here, that is my beautiful girlfriend asleep in my bed. 50 Crisps comes in. That is the Jellicent. I mean, it's really, really likely that he has Taunt, Willow, Recover. It's really likely that he has Scald. Obviously, I don't want to take it. But now, so he has the Taunt for Vaporeon. I wonder, I need to check and see. Jellicent is 60 speed. He may very well have speed creeped my Vaporeon. That's good to note. I think he did. I think he very much speed crept my Vaporeon to try and make sure that he can taunt it and not let me get any damage off. So for now, I think the best move is to switch back into, I don't want to switch into Vaporeon on the Willow and then get taunted and have nothing to show for it, because Vaporeon really can't do much else other than that. If he's going to be packing Taunt or Willow or Scald, none of those things hit Trip very hard. He might be packing the Hex, but Hex is also not going to, I mean, there's just nothing he can do to Trip. So Trip comes in, and I'm going to stop messing around with cooking the wrong element. I'm going to try and force some damage on this gentleman with a Grass Knot. I'm predicting the Willow here. No, he's going to go straight for the Taunt. Straight away for the Taunt. Trip falls for it hard. He fell for that. He's like falling for him, you know what I mean? Now he's probably going to switch. He's probably going to switch, and I'm really not sure into whom. He hasn't even seen Grass Knot yet, so he has no idea that I even have it. I'm gonna go for Sludge Bomb. And he's gonna go for Scald. So we now know this man's entire moveset. Not very effective. Obviously, he can't get the burn. We know he doesn't have Hex. We're going to go for this and try and get the poison. We do get the poison. Okay, excellent. This is going to go a long way for us. 3 Sludge Bombs and a poison. That's pretty mathematically accurate. Now that we have the poison, I'm going to go for Grass Knot here. I'm going to do it. And it won't be ideal if he switches into Arcanine, but it also won't be the end of the world because I'll just switch out a Trip, get all of that healing back with Regenerator. He's going to take Stealth Rock damages on the incoming, and then I can switch into something potentially taken. He is going to switch out here. Oh, Tyranitar? Blister. No. It's actually the Excadrill, so this isn't going to hit him for too much. Not going to hit him for much. Trip's going to switch out here. And Hippowdon is my switch here for days. It really, really is. Yeah. Nado is my switch here for days. I'm anticipating the Earthquake. And now is the time for us to get our math underway. This is the important one, guys. Excadrill here. Is he Sand Rush? I wasn't really paying attention. It would have said he broke the mold if he was Mold Breaker, but I just don't see a reason he'd be Mold Breaker because he doesn't need to hit Latias with an Earthquake. He can hit him with pretty much anything else. His other stab would be fine. He doesn't really need it. I don't have any other Levitators or people that he's super worried about. He could double here. He could definitely double. I'm just going to switch out. I'm going to play this safe. Hippowdon's going to come in, and we need to do this math right away to see what kind of damage this guy's packing. I'm at 190. He goes for the Earthquake. And I'm brought down to 96. 190. That's 94 damage. So he hit me for 96, and I'm at 109 now. And we see that he took Life Orb. So I can safely assume his Earthquake can hit for at most 97 with that. He could pack a very unique set, and if he does, power to him. I'm going to go for the Slack Off here. I think it's the safest thing to do. He's going to withdraw. This is good. This gets Hippowdon back up to safe numbers. He's going to go into 50 crisps. The Jellicent takes some rocks damage, and he'll take some poison damage at the end of this turn, too. Now, it's a really obvious switch for me to go into... Amoonguss again. What I could do... This is cheeky. I could switch in Ditto against 50 crisps. Catch him with his own taunt, and then switch into Vaporeon shortly after. Let's do that. Nado's at full. Let's switch into Remix. He could go for the Willow here. We will definitely gain knowledge of his full set upon doing this. Tup is thinking. The battle timer is already getting low. I feel like I'm not like making my turns slowly here. There have been a couple that I really did take my time, but I'm learning a lot about his sets. He's having a really hard time breaking my walls, and he's gonna have to start making some offensive switches soon. Unfortunately for him, all I need to do is catch him one time with an unfortunate double into one of my offensive threats, and he doesn't have an answer for them. Remix comes in, and we become him. If he goes for the Scald here, that's just going to heal me back up to full. He's going to go for Recover instead. I'm going to hit this man. Oh no. There's T-Tar. T-Tar is in the back. T-Tar could switch in and immediately go for the pursuit. This is not good. This is not good. I need a double right now. I'm going to learn his set first, obviously. He is... Oh, well, we know it all already. Taunt, Willow, Scald, Recover. Although, could I just go straight away? Because I'm scarfed. Tyranitar, we're talking Mega T-Tar here. And then we're talking Jellicent here. Especially defensive. And a Pursuit that will hit for, if I don't switch out, 51 to 61. I could go for 2 Scalds, get him down 60%, with the potential to burn, and survive 2 pursuits, if he's an offensive Mega T-Tar. So do I do that? Do I Scald instead? Okay, hold on, think. I could go for the Willow just to guarantee the burn. And there's a disconnect. Alright, challengers, we are back. So, we replayed everything. It's almost identical. Almost completely identical. He switches into Epoch here, his Celebi, as I went for a Willow, which is what I was kind of thinking I was going to do. That or Scald, predicting the T-Tar. But unfortunately, the Willow misses. Shoot. Willow missed here. And we remember from earlier that this is a baton passing, swords dancing Celebi. I could switch into Entei here. Because if he's going to pass that swords dance to someone, it's more than likely going to be the T-Tar, I think. And T-Tar will not want to get... I think the T-Tar... Yeah, I'm going to go into Entei here. Entei is not threatened by Epoch, even after a Swords Dance. If he goes straight for the Baton Pass, that's a good play on Tup's part. We know he still doesn't have Rocks up. He's going to go straight for the Baton Pass. Not great for me. I'm predicting this is the turn T-Tar comes in. And now is the time to think, because I do pack the Choice Banded Ironhead on this Entei. No, he's going to go into Pork Chop again. Just to get the Intimidate off, and that's fine. What could he have for me, though? I mean, even after an Intimidate, a Stone Edge is going to hit this guy incredibly hard. Oh, he has Toxic. I have a... not a guaranteed chance, but an okay chance of killing this Entei right now. Or, not the Entei, killing the Arcanine. Even at -1, this Stone Edge is going to do 47 to 56%. Assuming he's fully defensive. We know he has Toxic. We know he has Flare Blitz. We know he has Crunch. I just don't see... Flare Blitz... I mean, probably Extreme Speed. A non-offensive set, he's not going to be hitting me for more than 25%. I got to go for the Stone Edge here. And I stay in and I miss the Stone Edge, unfortunately, as he goes for the Toxic. Not great. After the Leftovers recovery, I really don't think there's a very good chance of me killing anymore. It's not worth it for me to stay in. Stone Edge is going to get eaten up by either Tyranitar or Excadrill. So I'm thinking there's two things I could do here: Zoolander, and I could try and get that Heal Bell off. But if he switches into either of the Pokemon to take that Stone Edge, I actually think I want Nado. Because Pork Chop's not scared right now. He could even go for a heal, but then I could really threaten him by popping off a and Earthquake with Nado Nado. I'm going to go into Nado Nado here. As he is going to withdraw Show Me T-Tar. 50 crisps. No, he's going back into the Jellicent. Possible that he predicted that. Maybe he predicted the Vaporeon to come in, though. I have so many switch-ins to this 50 crisp, but it's none of them are just going to kill him outright at the moment. But I think I'm going to do Trip. I just need to keep doing Trip, because Trip can just keep coming in and keep going out, and it's... You know, Grass Knot's going to do damage to some things, not to others. Every time Arcanine switches in, he's taking more and more Rocks damage. He's going to go for the Willow here. Trip's going to avoid it, but he's already burned, so it didn't do anything. I click Grass Knot here, or... It's so weird. Here's the situation. Epoch, we've seen, is a switch-in on this guy, and will survive. Well, you know what? I can switch up moves if Epoch comes in. I'm going to go for the Grass Knot, I think, because it'll hit just about everything. Maybe not super effectively, but it will hit some things. It's definitely going to put a lot of these Pokemon on a timer for him, and if he leaves 50 crisps in, it's actually going to really hurt him. So I'm going to... He's going to stay in and go for Scald, as I'm going to go straight away for the Grass Knot. I think this is a 2-hit KO. Oh, it gets him so low. He's going to get some recovery and some poison damage here. He's so low, so close to death. I think I click Grass Knot one more time and then I switch. I don't want Trip to be too low because I still need him for other things. He's going to click Recover here, though. So maybe now is a good time to switch into Cuddles, because even after Recover, he's going to be below 50%. And this will allow me to get my Mega Evolution off on Pinsir. Because I don't want to stay in here taking burn damage and playing who's going to kill with Amoonguss. But I am just going to check real quick that I won't kill him next turn. Yeah, Grass Knot's doing not quite half, it looks like. Yeah, not quite half. I'm going to switch into... I'm going to predict that he's going to go for a Recover here. And I'm going to switch into Cuddles. Because he knows he outspeeds me. So I'm going to switch out. If he is such a man that he predicts this play and goes for the... Yeah, he is going to go for Recover. Man, if he went for... Scald, or not Scald, if he went for... I don't even know. I'm assuming this man's bold. And I'm assuming Pinsir is going to take this gentleman out. Return can hit him for 55 to 65 damage if he's bold, fully defense, fully HP. So he will certainly go down after that. I think he's going to switch out to try and preserve it, to be perfectly honest. But I think I just want to try and take the kill right now. Game's getting a little deep. I'm going to go for Return. He doesn't have a great switch in here. He is going to stay in. He's going to stay in and try and take this. And we're going to see if it does. Return. Come on, baby. Pick this up. Pick this up, Pinsir. Yes, Pinsir. We get one kill. We are up by 1. And Jellicent, who is a huge defensive threat, is finally out. This gives me the ability to heal Bell up with Vaporeon at some point. I think Tyranitar is probably going to come in here, but if he does... Mega T-Tar. I can... As long as he's not a defensive variant, I can kill him with close combat. That said, I probably wouldn't risk it right away. He's going to go into Uzair and take rocks damage, and he looks to be at about... Well, he's taken 1 life orb hit and 1 rocks damage. So that would be 25% plus 10%. He's lost 35% of his HP. Here's the thing. I know that he did not max his speed because he didn't need to. So he's probably got some HP EVs. Return is 53 to 63. And he's going to outspeed me. And Volt Switch will kill. So there's no way I stay in here. There's no way Cuddles stays in here. I go into Trip. Trip is my answer to Uzair. I go into Trip. He takes 10% from Life Orb. If he Volt Switches, great. He's going to take 1 more entry hazard. I switch into Trip. Easiest decision of my life. At my current set, Thunderous cannot take out Amoonguss with 2 HP ices. Maybe after burn, that would be interesting to note. But once again, if he gets himself low enough from Life Orb recoil, Cuddles can just come in and E-speed him. He's lost his, or sorry, not. He can just quick attack him. E-speed from Entei can also probably take this monster out. He's thinking long and hard, and I think his best play here is probably to go for the HP Ice if he has it. We know he has Grass Knot. I'm assuming Thunderbolt, HP Ice, Grass Knot, and I'm not sure what else. Maybe he has HP Rock, though. Specifically Force. No, he would not do that. That's a mistake. He would not do that. HP Ice. Let's see it, Tup. No, Psychic. HP Ice, HP Flying would have done more than that. But so that was a really good prediction on his part. Really good prediction. And after the burn, I was at basically full. And after the burn, I'm down to 103. He probably goes for it again here. If he's really, really a man, then he'll go for a T-Bolt predicting the Vaporeon. But I don't think he's that much of a man. Volt Switch won't kill Vaporeon. I'm just going to do a quick calc here. I'm assuming he's modest, to be honest. They said modest, to be honest. Kind of rhyme. No, not really. Not really rhyme. Let's go Vaporeon. Thunderbolt won't kill Vaporeon. Psychic won't do much at all. He's going to switch out into Pork Chop. This is excellent for me. He's going to take incoming rocks damage, and he has no resist. I'm going to take all of that healing back from Regenerator. Who was he predicting there? Who is he predicting? Either way, this is a good matchup for me, I'm pretty sure. Unless... Crunch Toxic, Flare Blitz. Have we seen anything else? I feel like I could go for the... no, you know what? Heal Bell is a better move for me here. I want that burn off of Trip. Maybe it's Wish, though. Is it Wish and then Heal Bell on the turn off the Wish? This is going to force a switch. I don't see him sacking Pork Chop here. Defensive Arcanine. I could Baton Pass and try and get some more. I really want to Heal Bell, though. Do I really need to? Who's going to... Well, it would definitely help Trip's longevity. But who's going to take this Scald? He has no... He's lost everything. No, Celebi would take the Scald. Celebi would take the Scald very well, actually. Celebi would take the Scald really well. I could go for the Baton Pass here. I think Heal Bell is my better play first. No, it's not. Let's Baton Pass. He's switching out. No, he's going to go for the Toxic. And I could have gotten rid of both of those. Oh, no. Darn it. Well, let's see. Does Cuddles kill here? The return is 53 to 63% against a fully defensive, impish Arcanine. That's a kill. Cuddles gets a kill here. Oh, I forgot about lefties. Oh dear. He's still in the yellow. He's still in the yellow. We're still in the clear. I click return. I click return. He goes for extreme speed just to try and pick up some extra damage on Cuddles before he goes down. That does very little, and return should take out this pork chop. As it does. Okay, baby. Okay. Arcanine's down. The two defensive... Oh, man. Two of his defensive mon are down. T-Tar could come in here. T-Tar's not a bad switch. I told Tup because we had to recreate this post-DC... that the game ends at 13 minutes. So we are running a little bit short on time, but he's running out of the ability to kind of stall me out. His defensive walls are gone. I think if he switches into Thunderous after one more... That's another disconnect. We are back once again, challengers, and we've been able to recreate this relatively well. What we see here is Uzair comes in, and having taken, at this point, 2 life orbs, so that's 20, 2 entry hazards, which is 50, so he's taken 70%, so he's down to 30. Can I kill him with a quick attack? Mega Pinsir, you absolute beast. Can you kill this man with a quick attack? Can you do it? Not quite. He will die after Life Orb recoil to a quick attack, but I'm not willing to lose Cuddles just yet. So I think I switch Trip once again. I think he could double here, and that would make my life a lot worse. So I just gotta go Trip. And hope that he doesn't go for Psychic, though he probably will. I could be okay with me going... He does go for the Psychic. And that does bring me down to 83. And the burn. Let's see. He's lost Arcanine. He's lost Jellicent. This is for Thunderous, who is very weak now. Could still be useful for Celebi. This could still be really useful for Celebi, but I think now's the time to let Trip die. No, can I preserve this? There's no reason to risk this. He might overpredict here and make a mistake, and I'm just gonna go for Sludge Bomb here. He does go for the Psychic again. I could have switched into Vaporeon there. That's too bad. But you know what? You win some, ladies and gentlemen, and then shortly after winning some, sometimes, you know, you lose some of them. So Trip goes down to the Psychic there. It was too risky for me. I could go Remix and give Remix a kill, but you know what? I think I'd rather get Cuddles in here. Keep the game going, Cuddles. Keep it up. Uzair will die upon re-entry here, but it does not matter. I'm going to go for the quick attack. Oh no, the Prankster T-Wave. Why did I not think about that? That was stupid. Luckily, I don't get fully parried, and I do get the quick attack off there. There will be a situation for me to get a heal bell off. There has to be. That was a rushed play on my part. That was a rushed play. But I switch. So he brings in. Uzair comes in. Amoonguss comes out. Psychic. And now we are here, and Spinal Tap is in the fray. And of course, it is so ludicrously dangerous for me to stay in right now. That Hera, that's not great. Zoolander needs to come in here at a certain point. Cuddles is going to come back, and I'm going to send in Nado Nado. Bow switch. He goes for the Stone Edge. I'm going to resist that. I'm going to eat that up. We see that that brings me down to 179. Let's see how much, what kind of Tyranitar. Mega Tyranitar versus Hippowdon at level 50 from full health. Stone Edge. If I was brought down to 179 from 215. He hit me for 36. A middle roll on an offensive Mega T-Tar. If he's offensive, Earthquake can hit him for 51 to 61%. Ice Punch can hit me for 31 to 37. I'd really like to not get frozen here. Let's go for the EQ, because he doesn't have a flying resist at this point. He's going to go for Stealth Rock. That's not even bad, but maybe a little too late, that's all. That's definitely going to 2-hit KO that man. Oh boy, that's so much damage. I love it. Stone Edge on the switch. He goes for Stealth Rock, so I go for EQ. I click EQ again here. Celebi maybe can take it, but he is going to withdraw into Celebi. I could have switched. See, now, I think it's too dangerous for me to go for Rock Slide here, because I still need this Hippowdon. I'm back at full health again. Oh, Rock Slide would do the same amount of damage, wouldn't it? Because it's not resisted, 75 damage attack versus 150 stab resisted. If I switch in Vaporeon here and he goes for Baton Pass, Vaporeon is in trouble. I could switch into Remix. Or I could switch into Entei. If it's Sandrush Drill, I just switch back into Hippowdon one way or the other. Doesn't change much. So let's switch into Entei here. I think he's going to Baton Pass. If he Baton Passes, then he might go for the setup. Nah, he might be thinking now's the time. He might go for the setup move. Seed Bomb right away. Ooh, okay, so I can take that just fine. Entei's buffeted by the Sandstorm, gonna take some toxic damage, gonna take the rocks damage, and I'm not in fantastic shape here. Now the Celebi may outspeed me. No, it's not, because it's got defense investment, so it won't outspeed me. I think a Sacred Fire kills here. Kills the potential T-Tar switch in, I'm almost certain, if it's offensive. Entei, Choice Band versus Mega T-Tar. Dragon Dance. Sacred Fire is going to hit for 25 to 29. I'll outspeed it after the switch, and he's going to take rocks damage too. So, it'll kill Epoch, it'll kill him. The only thing it won't kill is the... Yeah, I'm going to do this. He is going to stay in, and he's going to go down to Entei's Sacred Fire. Speed bomb as I switch Entei. Entei Sacred Fire. So he dies. Brings in. Who bringing in? T-Tar probably. Because he wants the sand up again. Spinal Tap comes in. I could just pick up this kill right now with Entei. But I think I would rather, because he might go for Pursuit. But the whole point of this next set of events is I might want to save Entei's extreme speed. It could prove useful. Nado's job is going to be to stall out the sand. I can survive one more switch in on Entei, I believe. 181 times 25 is 47 on the switch. I won't be able to if I stay in one more time. So it depends who wants the kill. I think Entei wants it, and then I think I switch. Nado could come in. I'm going to give Entei this kill. I'm going to give Entei the kill. Entei stays in Sacred Fires to kill T-Tar. Here's the situation that's kind of problematic here. Oh, I hope I die, actually. I might die. Because we're assuming, based on the damage we saw earlier, that the Excadrill is Sand Rush. Just purely based on the damage we saw. I think he's Sand Rush. Because if he's Sand Force, 47 to 56, actually. If he's Sand Force, Remix comes in and just kills him with EQ. At this point, Remix wins the game. Let's switch into Nado to try and preserve the differential, because Nado might be able to just slack off his way to the victory here. And without Entei dying, if Nado dies, Ditto comes in and wins the game. So I think I have it, guys. I think I have it. And it's possible it's going to be a 5-0, but it might end up being a 4-0. A lot of things could happen here, though, guys. The game is not over yet. He's going to go for the Iron Head. I'm not sure what he was predicting. Oh, that's a crit. That's a crit. So here's the thing, if I survive the Earthquake and go for Slack, what's the point? I might as well just go for Earthquake, because I'll kill him. Yeah, go for Earthquake. If he kills me with an Earthquake right now, which he might, then I come in with Ditto and I finish the game off that way. Come on, Nado, live. Yes, lives on 15, and Nado nets a kill with an Earthquake, and we preserve one more Pokemon and net a 5-0 victory in the favor of the GiEnteis. That was a great game, Tup. I just want everyone here to know, because I know we're two of the smaller channels, Tup is such a class act, because there were 2 disconnects in this match, and he went through and redid all of this, and this match is going up later than I expected, and he has not said a single peep about it going awry, and I just really want to thank him, and I want you guys to go check him out. I will leave a link to his side of the video and to his YouTube account in the description down below. GiEnteis pick up their first win of the season, guys. I'm really stoked about that. I'm really, really stoked. I'm hoping more are in suit. So that means Tup and I are both 1-2 in this division. First win for the GiEnteis, 5-0 victory against the Pirattatas. Not much else to say here, guys. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Really sorry for the disconnects, and I hope you guys will bear with me for the rest of the season as we continue to try and figure this out. As always, my name is Gym Leader Geo. You guys are the challengers. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you guys next time.